Let's talk now about what's involved with playing a witness during the course of this ABA arbitration tournament. It would be easy to dismiss the role of witnesses as an aspect of your competitive prowess during this tournament, but it is actually quite important. And I can tell you that experienced judges in this tournament will be watching the performance of the witness quite carefully. Now, let me mention a key rule about playing the witness, and that is that during the competition, the witness must walk to the table and the chair designated for the witness and may not have any notes, any tablet or laptop for reference. In other words, the witness must learn the facts cold and be examined by his or her teammates and cross-examined by the other side without reference to any notes. Now, a little acting can be fun. I would recommend, as I do to the Georgetown teams, let's not overdo it. This is not an acting exercise. It is far more important that it be a precision performance that helps your teammates who are conducting the examination of witnesses. So don't emote, don't be too flamboyant. I've always told my students that there are extra points for appropriate tiers, but don't overdo it. Try to play the game and play it straight. On direct examination, prepare carefully with your teammate who will be examining you so you know what information he or she is looking for during your direct examination. Each question will try to elicit and establish a single fact. Work with your teammate so that that exchange is natural and you help your teammate establish the facts that will be absolutely vital during the closing statement, when your teammate will pull the case together and use the facts from your testimony in support of your team's legal argument. Make sure that your answers are responsive to the questions. If they're not responsive, it may draw objection from the other side. You don't want that to happen if it can be avoided. When you are being cross-examined by the other side, don't try to outsmart the student who is conducting the cross-examination. Play the game, by all means stay in character, but it is a mistake if you come on too strong or you try to anticipate too much. Your role as witness is to simply stay in character. It is the role of your counsel, the student who conducted your direct examination, to essentially protect you during cross-examination. That's not your role. So play it straight, stay in character. Here's another tip. During cross-examination, don't answer each question too quickly. Think about the question, or be seen as thinking about the question, to give a couple seconds for your teammate to object if there is an objection to be made. So lay back, think about the answer you're about to deliver. If there's no objection, deliver the answer to the question. It's usually in a yes or no format, and that will give your teammate a chance to object if that's appropriate. Now, I want to tell you about what I think of as dirty tricks that I've seen from students playing the role of witnesses. Now, what I've seen is that students will prepare a very careful cross-examination where the questions, and we have a good video discussion of this in our later chapter, the questions are very carefully formatted to elicit a yes or no response. But you ask, let's say you are the cross-examining student, you ask your yes or no question, and the witness simply starts talking and 2,000 words later won't stop. Now, what do you do? Now, I can tell you that inexperienced judges in this tournament won't do anything. They won't say anything. They won't instruct the witness. They won't help you out. So it is incumbent on you, the student, to control the situation as very best you can. Check the form of your question. If it elicits a yes or no answer, and it's clearly so, and you've, as I say, buttoned it down, give the witness a chance to answer yes or no. If you're getting 1,000 words from the witness, by all means, interrupt the witness. You can put it in the form of an objection as you turn to the arbitration panel and say, members of the panel, I object to the non-responsive answers I'm getting from this witness. We're doing our best to be efficient here, and we ask the panel to instruct the witness to please answer the questions that are being asked. Now, arbitrators, now it may not stop. I've been in competitive situations where the other side, too cute by half, simply kept talking and there was no help offered from the arbitration panel. All I can suggest to the student at that point is for the student to simply interrupt the witness, object, redirect the witness to answer just the question that is asked, and if there is still a continuing problem, all you can do is turn to the arbitration panel and again ask for assistance at instructing the witness. Now, how do you handle it if you are, say, playing the role of a witness? You are asked an open-ended question on cross-examination. It's not in the form of a yes or no. It's simply a poorly asked question, poorly formatted question. Then by all means, answer it fully and accurately. This is a competition after all. And we're not up there just to prove how well we can dance. We're competing. So by all means, listen carefully if you're playing the witness to the questions that are asked you on cross-examination and play the game. This is what I laugh with my students. This is what I call my beanbag rule, because as we like to say here in Washington, D.C., competing against other law students ain't beanbag.